And there we go. Now we're live. You don't do the streaming thing for, what, 2 months? Forget how to do everything. Literally everything. Okay. So, today is day 1 of the very serious Juniper Dev Game Jam. I have not seen the theme reveal. I'm also streaming the wrong screen, so you know I'm very serious about this stuff. There we go.
Oops.
Anyway, for those who don't know, Juniper Dev is a pretty successful game development YouTuber. One of my favorite videos she ever uploaded was down here somewhere. You know what? We don't need to find it right now. It's called Make Small Games. Oh, there it is. Make Tiny Games. I lied about the name. Anyway, a month ago, our mutual friend between Mini11 and I, Red, sent me this video. You can't see my mouse. That's okay. Where she's hosting the Game Jam. That was the first time I heard of it, and I thought, hey, I do game jams. Why not? When I got to work today, she uploaded the video revealing the theme. Last I checked, there are over 12,000 people participating in this game jam. So I'm already behind on the competition, but my goal is not to win. My goal is to make something playable and stands out. Anyway, we're gonna watch the theme reveal together, and then we'll use today to plan the game instead of working on it. Alright, now that we got English! Do you have any commentary before we start twitch.tv/mini11?
Bread. Bread.
Bread. Alright, let's watch the theme reveal.
Over 10,000 very serious developers have signed up to make a game in just 7 days, starting today. 10,000 people, anxiously awaiting the theme for this very serious and very difficult competition. But it's actually been in front of your eyes this entire time.
YouTube.
The theme for the very serious Juniper Dev Game Jam is...
What is she doing? Okay, we know the last 2 words are to win. Wait, is it actually spin to win? Oh.
Spinning is movement,
no.
It's a mechanic, but spinning could also be randomness and gambling. Maybe the player in your game spins, the environment spins, something spins, anything spins. Think of all the things in the world that spin, or could spin, but don't forget to keep it serious, because seriousness is being added as another category in the judging criteria. You have until June 26th to make your game, and then until July 5th to play the games of your peers and rate them. Rating games is essentially part 2 of this game jam, so I do encourage you to do it, and I'll be compiling my favorite ones to feature in a big video shortly after. Not just that, but on June 23rd at 1 p.m. Mountain Time, I'll be live here on the Juniper Dev channel to give feedback on your work-in-progress games. And a very serious guest will be joining me to review your prototypes. This is a high-stakes jam, of course, which is why we have 3 lovely sponsors giving away some bonus prizes to participants in a few unique categories. Unreal Engine is awarding $250 in Fab Marketplace credits to the best game made in Unreal Engine, the world's most open and advanced real-time 3D tool. Crazy Games is providing a one-on-one specialist consultation to the best web game, where you can talk about pretty much whatever you want, while gaining connections to an industry pro. And Boot Dev is providing a free Boots plushie, as well as year-long Boot Dev memberships to the best teams submitting their first ever game. And they've actually actually hidden a code for a bonus discount somewhere in the second half of this video, so have fun finding that. I wish you the best of luck on your game development endeavors, and don't forget that there's a Discord server full of thousands of people ready to help you in case you get stuck. Whether you've made a game before or not, you are all held to the same standards, because this is life or death. This is business. This is the very serious Juniper Dev Game Jam. Good luck.
I'm gonna need it, man. Spin to win. Don't autoplay that. Spin to win. And we're rated on seriousness. Okay. A couple ideas come to mind. Spin to win. Spin to win as a theme. Okay. Very serious. Juniper Game Jam. This will be our design document and progress report. Let's save this somewhere convenient. Probably my desktop. Yeah, we'll call it D S J GJ? Yeah. 2026. Okay. So we need to come up with a game concept. The theme is spin to win. Okay, we need to jot down some ideas. How do we make a game about spin to win? We could do Beyblade. That's kind of a game idea I've wanted to toy with, more as a prototype than like a actual project. Um, specifically, um, I'm gonna have to hold on. Let's do this, right? Or actually, it might be better to use numbers. Idea one, Beyblade. So there's two spin-off ideas I have for that concept. Either traditional Beyblade mechanics, just let it rip. Or there was this, I've never played this game before, but I've never stopped thinking about it ever since I saw it. There is a Beyblade Metal Fusion or Metal Masters game that was released on like the DS back in the day. I need to put my music back on. Whoops. Anyway, it was released on the DS back in the day. And it actually played like a fighting game where your Beyblade spinning was like your remaining health. Kind of an interesting concept. I don't know if that has legs, but maybe Beyblade Fighter. Beyblade Fighter. Anyway, that's idea one. We can definitely do something better, but that's the baseline we're working with. My phone is distracting the hell out of me. Let me toss that over here. Okay. My hands are not synced very well, but I didn't want to mess with these settings since this stream almost didn't even start in the first place. Anyway, Beyblade is our first idea for spin to win. I don't know. I've always made shooters, and I didn't want to make a shooter for this jam, but I don't even know how a shooter would even work in a spin to win environment. Maybe... You know what was another weird one? Beyblade had like a Hot Wheel competitor at one point. So maybe, tire spinning? Spin for distance and or speed? I don't know. These ideas are kind of whack so far. And I'm pretty sure they're not unique. I'm sure plenty of people were thinking of this mechanic as well. Shoot. I don't even know, man. Okay, so we got Beyblade, we got tire spinning. I've been watching a lot of Initial D. I don't think we have enough time for a car game? I don't even know how to even start with that. Spin to win, spin to win, spin to win, spin to win. Maybe we do need to just throw on here just the obvious. Roulette wheel, question mark? This would be a sub-component of the main gameplay. What do I mean by that? Well, upgrades / modifiers come from the wheel. Now, what would the main gameplay be for this? I don't know. I don't really know, but we need ideas. We need ideas that we can flesh out on. I'm looking around my room right now for other ideas. Shoot. How do I explain this without just getting a visual? Oh, someone's in the call. Hello? You're muted.
Hello.
Hello.
I thought you were ignoring me.
I was? Oh, you're really quiet, actually. That might be my fault. Give me a second. Yeah, that's my fault. I have you really low. Alright, try again.
I am a small man and therefore very quiet.
There we go. That makes you somewhat audible. How's it going?
Audible. That's right, I have to re-download Audible. I am a busy man, and I don't like that.
It's tough.
I was streaming at 5 p.m. on a Friday.
Well, the reason I'm doing that is because I joined the game jam you sent to me.
Nice!
They released the theme reveal like almost an hour after I clocked in at work, and I've been thinking about it all day long. I finally watched the theme 5 minutes ago.
Nice.
And now I'm trying to use today as an ideas day, so that way the rest of the jam can just be working on that idea. Unfortunately, the theme is spin to win, and my brain just unplugged itself on hearing that.
John would be happy with that one.
So I came up with 3 ideas so far. They're not original, so bear with me. First idea is Beyblade, because that's kind of obvious, and I have Beyblades in my room right now. I don't know if you remember this, but Hot Wheels had a gimmick toy at one point where you pull a ripcord like Beyblade and you put the tire on the ground and it rolls.
Yep, I had one of those.
Yeah, that's one of the ideas. And the last one is probably what literally everyone is doing to some extent, which is you have a roulette wheel, and that wheel gives you upgrades or modifiers for the actual gameplay of the game. What is the gameplay for the game? I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out how to incorporate spin to win as a thing. But that's my idea so far.
So something that I've been learning as a discipline for like a personal skill is like a sling, like the David and Goliath sling.
Yeah.
You put a rock in a sling and you fling it around and you throw it. That's a spin to win thing. What else?
So,
the robots, the robot death battle things. I mean, that's just glorified Beyblade, but like
robot death battle things. I'm confused.
Yeah, you can build a robot and then have it fight other robots. I'm trying to remember what it's called.
BattleBots?
Is it BattleBots? Let's find out.
I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out where the spinning comes from.
BattleBots. That's the correct. Well, so the thing is that in BattleBots, there's 2 things that make a really good robot, and that is no upside down state and something a low center of gravity or something like that. And a lot of times people will just use spinning tops, basically.
Huh.
So it's like a robot.
I've only seen like 2 videos.
Beyblade.
Okay, that could be something. Let me throw that under here. Build Beyblade Battle Bots? Question mark.
I'm currently on a lockpicking binge, so that's something that spins. So a lock. What else?
Lock picking. Okay. Lock picking.
Balls spin. Like football and soccer, those balls spin.
I mean,
Baseball balls spin.
yeah. Well, it's football. There we go. We got some ideas. We're getting somewhere. These sub ideas as these points instead of numbers. Okay. Oh, I just had a terrible idea.
We love terrible ideas.
I don't want to do it because it would be, unfortunately, my motto. Not my motto. What's the word I'm looking for? My MO. Yeah. Of cool idea that takes way more work than I thought it would. But what if you spin a wheel and the wheel decides what gameplay style you're going to experience? And the points you earn in those mini games contribute towards the end goal of the game somehow. So you spin the wheel, you got a first-person shooter. You spin the wheel, you got a puzzle game. You spin the wheel, you have turn-based combat. It's not necessarily spin to win, but it does incorporate a wheel in a way. It's not a great way, but like we can write it down, I guess.
I mean, yeah, write down all ideas, but that sounds like something that will be a lot of work. That's like Mario Party.
Yeah, I mean, I did build Cafe des Armes, which had two completely different gameplay styles, but I don't know.
Is this game jam?
What's up?
How long is this game jam?
7 days. 8 technically,
Yeah.
but 7 for me.
Can you do that in 8 days?
I mean, I could make it like very, 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 very simple for each mode, but I don't know. I'd have to be very careful about what kind of gameplay styles I put in if I'm going to go that route. Gameplay style. Points.
You know what spins? You know what wins? The Earth.
This is the truth. Let's put planets.
Orbiting things.
Orbiting planets / things. Okay. We got decent number of ideas here.
I'm very good at ideas.
Huh?
I'm very good at ideas.
Yeah. The real question is, what do we go with? I gotta start designing this stuff once I pick it.
Helicopter blade spin. Walk, 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 walk,
Helicopter
walk.
game. Okay. Wow, my hands are really out of sync. I put my hands together and it looks like I put my hands on the opposite shoulders. Oh well. I don't know, none of these are really... The only idea that's singing to me, unfortunately, is the gameplay style wheel, and that's way... I don't think so. I don't think that's the play.
Please do something that you can do in 8 days after work.
I know, that's the real scare. You know what also spins? Rotating platforms. For what purpose? I don't know, but could be a platformer, could be a racer, could be literally anything. It's a rotating floor.
In what's it called? Project Hail Mary. They use centrifugal force to make artificial gravity for use as for like a spaceship.
Oh, for like the zero G training, not zero G, G-force training.
No, I mean that works too, but it's in Project Hail Mary they go to another solar system, and it's like
Oh
like
shoot, is that
modern day
movie out?
technology. What?
Is that movie out?
Yeah, it's been out. It's been out for a couple months now.
Oh shoot, that was actually a movie I was looking forward to. I didn't know it came out.
It's a good movie. I highly recommend it.
I will go check it out after the game jam.
Yeah.
Hmm.
What else spins?
Oh shoot. Hold on.
My
I gotta
head
think about how to.
spins sometimes, but that's not really.
Do I have? Hold on. I'm gonna search my room real quick. Search the room. Okay. I mean, that's basically subcomponent of gameplay, roulette wheel concept, but spin wheel for different abilities on limited cooldowns.
Oh! I have an idea that's actually pretty cool. Have you
Go
seen
ahead.
the marble races?
Yeah.
There is hold on. I'll go do marble race. There, one of the ones that I have put on and has been most successful is like it's like it has a spinner on it. There it is. I'm gonna send it to you real fast. But essentially, like you have the marble that goes down. It's whatever, and it goes down. It's like a plinko machine. That's the word I'm looking for. It goes down a plinko machine, and then it lands in one of three areas. And then depending on what area it lands in, determines like the kind of like spin or whatever on the spinner. It's a little
Oh.
easier when I show you. But like you could do that with roulette, where like it's a marble race, but like it goes on the roulette wheel. And then whatever it lands on the roulette wheel gives that color, that team color, a bonus.
Now we gotta go help people custom.
You have 3 simulated marble races going on, and then a 4th one that's the player.
Okay, here we go. Oh, did I just crash the browser? How did I crash the browser? Okay, there we go. We're gonna put this away. This is trippy.
It's one of those things that like I can put on in the background, and no matter who's around, they'll just sit there and stare at it. It's like putting on football. And people will actually like root for each color and things like that. It's hilarious, I think.
Okay. I can see something there. Hold on. Roulette wheel.
I really like the idea of a roulette wheel for sure.
Spin
Put
wheel
everything on black.
to dedicate color assignment to projectile slash area.
New idea with the roulette wheel. You have like a puzzle game or something. Like you have to solve a puzzle, but all of the controls are on a roulette wheel.
Oh my
No,
god, that
that's
sounds
the
sinister.
answer. That doesn't sound right. I'm thinking like having a roulette wheel that gives the player some sort of ability or something that has to do with betting. Where like the roulette is about betting. So you're betting on black or whatever, and black has like a 70% chance of giving you this thing. But if you bet on black and it hits red, which is a 30% chance, you do something, you do nothing, or you get a bad thing or something like that. And the object is to get to the end of the game somehow.
All right. I think the more we talk about this, the more the roulette wheel idea is definitely becoming a staple of this conversation. So I think
I personally
gonna
really
bold-
like the roulette wheel idea.
let's bold and underline that. And then I have an idea in my head. Truth be told, I'm getting this from freaking. Hold on, Discord's overlay is showing up and it's kind of bothering me. There we go. Anyway, I'm gonna grab my prop real quick. I'm not gonna be able to show it, but I have it. I'm gonna have to reorganize my room at the rate I'm going today. I finished a 3D print today. I cut out all the pieces and put it together. I have books everywhere. I brought both pitchers of water and put them on my desk. The aforementioned Beyblades are on the floor. It's not great.
You got a lot of stuff
Anyway.
going on.
Yeah, so anyway, in my hands, I have the Magnum buckle for the Desire driver of Kamen Rider Geats. And it has a revolving cylinder on the buckle. And obviously, as all revolvers do, they have holes in those cylinders to represent each bullet. I say we start our roulette idea by... Oh, you're all good. Let's start by having a circle. Then we'll put another circle here. Oh god, that's terrible. Okay, let me throw this down. Here's what we're gonna do. Grab this corner. Actually, can we change the canvas? We can change the canvas. Edit. No, it is image. Resize canvas. Let's make this 1080 by 1080. Cool. Now we have a square. So this is our revolving cylinder. Let's add another layer. We'll do it like that. We'll go to the tools. It's not tools. Or is it tools? And I'm just... Yep. Scale. Let's make this 25%. Hey, there we go. That's what I wanted to see. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put different colored circles in one... Oh, you can't see my mouse. That's good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do we want to do 4? Do we want to do 6? If we're going to do 6, I need the revolver cylinder. There we go. Magnum. Aha. Nishiro. Yep. So, we'll need to do that. Can I put this somewhere convenient? There we go. I need both hands. Do that. We'll do blue. Like that. We'll do green. Like that. We'll do purple. Purple. Like that. Grab ourselves an orange. Like that. And then we'll use... I guess we'll use yellow. Yellow's kind of fine. Can I get a brighter yellow? Here we go. Okay. This is a decent start. So, final concept. Let's capitalize all these so I know what I'm looking at. Actually, is there a capitalization button on this that I'm just forgetting about? Evidently, no. Very serious. Juniper Dev Game Jam. Design document and progress report. All right, final concept. So we have a wheel. Let me save this, because I know for a fact I'm gonna forget to save this at some point. Let's make a new folder. Very serious Juniper Dev Game Jam. There we go. Save this as a... Actually, we'll save it as Critifox. We might edit this later. Spin to win. Okay. So let's get some text boxes in here. Gameplay ability 1. Or maybe just say ability 1. We'll set the text as black. And we'll just copy and paste it everywhere. Ability 2. Copy and paste that. Ability 3. Ability 4. Ability 5. And finally, ability 6. Cool. So this will be the anchor for our concept. God help us. So I'm gonna need to make an asset of this somehow. I don't know. Like, don't really have time to make a melee game, or at least a good one with this ability system or wheel. We don't know if it's Game jams get me so nervous, but I'm always looking forward to doing them. You know, I got an email today while I was at work about all these other game jams that are either happening this week or next month, and I'm just like, I'm barely figuring out what I'm going to do with this one. Like, why are you sending me these? Okay. I genuinely don't know what kind of game we can make with this, but we can at least get the deciding stuff. Here, let's just do this. A game where your abilities are decided by spinning a wheel. Each ability has limited uses, encouraging the player to spin the wheel to maintain momentum. What is that momentum? But it's something. Okay. God, we have nothing with this. I really don't want to make a shooter, but I genuinely can't think of anything else. That's doable. I guess I should emphasize doable. Okay, I'm looking around my room. Gameplay abilities. Gameplay abilities. Oh god, scary idea. Let me write it down. Spin for different abilities, unlimited cooldowns, abilities / characters. We don't know if we're doing this, but it's an idea, and I'm putting it on the wheel. Maybe a platformer? I don't play platformers. I don't even know how I would make that fun. Doesn't help that I've been playing a lot of games that take a lot of time to work on. Like, I've been really playing a lot of Toho Dystopia, getting a drink, and the game is so fun, but man, the animation work alone on that game must have taken forever. You have my motion capture suit down there. Say down there, it's on the floor. I could charge it up. We can do some really basic animations for combos and just implement those if I want to do a fighting game that badly, which I'm unfortunately really considering right now. Yeah, let's consider it. Player controls a fighter. That goes through linear levels to fight elemental enemies. To get to the end. Sure. Man, I have no idea. I mean, I guess we could make like a... I don't want to say Souls-like, but also not a Devil May Cry-like. I don't know, just third-person, over-the-shoulder melee games are just my jam. I don't play enough of those. When I do, I get sucked in for like a month or two at a time. Specifically, I'm thinking of... No... This right here is going to be the death of this project, I'm pretty sure, if I follow through on that. We could save it by limiting it to 3. What am I doing? Let's plot it out. Let's pretend this is the final concept, flesh it out, see if it's possible. So obviously we're going to need to set up some mechanics. So mechanics. I also spelled inspiration wrong, which is a great sign. Inspiration. I corrected that, but I was going to delete it anyway and make it all caps. Inspiration. So why Memory of Heroes, and what is that game? It's essentially Devil May Cry Lite, but at any point you can hit a button and choose a different form from your wheel. What am I doing? Doesn't matter. Here's what we're gonna do. Player. Here, let's just do this. Gameplay loop. Player will spawn into a level and enter a combat arena. They will have a battery tied to the form they are currently using that drains over time, and with the use of skills, quote unquote skills. Oh, what am I doing? The fact that I'm thinking about actually mocapping this stuff too, it's not great. I'm not a fighter. I barely am decent at airsoft. And now I'm thinking, yeah, let's make a fighter. I wonder if I can, like, I was gonna say something bad. I wonder if I can snag my little brother for an afternoon, because he's physically pretty fit, pretty flexible. He studied actual martial arts. I can maybe have him like mimic the styles very simply, and then I can cut those martial arts sequences in Blender and make them individual combo animations. I need to write this down. Gameplay loop. Player will spawn into a level and enter a combat arena. They will have a battery tied to their form. The form they are currently using that drains over time, and with the use of skills. To maintain momentum in combat, player will spin a roulette wheel to determine what form they will transform into. While forms are inactive, they will be fully recharged. Player's goal is to survive 3 let's not decide a number yet. Is to fight through the combat arenas of each level to reach the end. Is there any kind of progression? Maybe they unlock the forms that fill the... This idea is too much, but I really want to do it now. It's way too much, but I really want to do it. How much time do I have left? I have a thing to get to after this, so I have to check. I have to check and be vigilant. I have about an hour. Oh! No! Oh, this idea is too much. We can pursue it. Worst case scenario, we can salvage the assets created for the game and make it like 1 level or something. I'm convincing myself. Progression. Each combat arena will introduce... No, that won't work because the battery drains over time. So, you know what? There will be no progression. Just get through the end. Get to the end of the level. Maybe each level introduces a new enemy type. The player must learn to combat using different forms. There we go. So level 1 will let them free form, use each form and their abilities however they want. Then, when they enter the next level, there will be an enemy type that is either immune to one of the forms or has a certain weakness to the other forms. Let's decide some archetypes now, while this idea is still fresh in my head. Let's get 3. Available forms. So first off, we have base form. Melee attacks do no damage, but push enemies back. So this will encourage the player to, use the available abilities in the wheel, but also it doesn't punish them too harshly for misusing the batteries in their forms, right? They will still have a way to fight back, or at least delay until they can get their forms back. Let's do a fire form. So many cool ways to do fire, like abilities. I'm looking around my room. I have so many tokusatsu hero figures that I can look at for inspiration. Fire form. I don't know. I have to design combat now. Let's do that then. Let's do that. Combat design. And then we'll split this into two sections. The player and the enemies. So what can the player do? Player has light attack that lands multiple combo hits. I do have an idea on how to do this. I think I can make it work. We will find out as we develop the game. So here, let's just change that because it's in the player section. Light attack that lands multiple combo hits. Let's do heavy attack for combo finishers, because we don't want this to be complicated. And then special attack for battery draining AoE attacks. Very simple. Now we have a framework that we can build off of. Player has 2 meters to manage, health, and battery. Health, if reaches 0, player dies. Battery, if reaches 0, player returns to base form. God, this is so much. This is such a dumb idea. But I really want to do it. Enemies.
You thought that I wasn't coming back.
Welcome back. So, good news. I have a gameplay style for the wheel.
Nice.
Bad news. I'm really attached to the idea, but it might require some work. It's essentially it's a Kamen Rider game.
Yeah, nice.
Each item on the wheel is a different form that you transform into, and it's on a battery. So when the battery reaches 0, you're kicked out of that form. I'm designing combat right now. I think I need to rethink it. It's getting a little too much. Okay. Because there's actually an equivalent game that you've played, I can use that to explain my logic to you instead of the example I used earlier. Remember the Ruby game?
Yeah.
That. But you can change forms.
Not a bad idea.
It has potential. So for the base combat mechanics, I came up with light attacks that allow you to do combos, heavy attacks that end those combos, and your special button that does an AoE but drains your battery.
Okay.
Does that sound solid? Nothing crazy?
Me. How many forms is this?
I'm targeting 3.
Okay. So it's not a roulette
Uh,
gambling thing. It's a spinner where you just get a random
form.
form.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Um,
Okay. Is it feasible to model all of this?
to what?
To model all of this?
Yes. Yes. I'd have to use a very simple style, but yes, it's feasible. The real question is it feasible to animate all this? That's the real question.
Hmm.
I have 2 solutions in mind. I have a motion capture suit in my room with me. It requires VR. It requires VR, but I can definitely hook that up and record some combo strings. I have a potential candidate for a let's call him a stunt actor.
Okay.
I'll have to do some convincing. But he actually studied martial arts, so he might be a good helper for this.
So you're not animating it at that point. You're just modeling.
Motion capturing, yeah.
I mean,
the other solution I have.
Different
Oh, sorry.
suit
Go ahead.
styles or whatever. The different forms.
Yeah, for each form, it would need a slightly different animation.
But yeah, but the you'd also have to model the player model and the enemies.
Yes. It's feasible.
Okay.
I just need to not aim for anything complicated. I have to draw the designs, but
Yeah.
we can cross that bridge when we get there.
Mm-hmm.
I might just get away with like pseudo. Actually, what game was it? There's a game out there where the 3D models are like really, really blocky. But the way they move is so like motion capture-y that it just kind of works. I might be thinking of a PS1 game. I don't know. We need to decide what the enemies can do. I think for offense... Oh shoot, I haven't given the player any defensive options. Defensive options. So, as you know, the Ruby game kind of just only had dodging and countering.
Mm-hmm.
I say that, but now that I think about it, most melee games I play only have that too. They don't have blocking very often.
No, and if it's going to be a hack and slash like the Ruby games, blocking doesn't really do much, unless you're like actively putting it onto an ability,
Yeah.
like a parry or something. Usually,
So
you just need to dodge.
Dodge and parry. We'll do that. So parry, we'll say half-second-ish window to parry an attack. Half-second-ish punish window for enemies. And then dodge, not invincible, but invulnerable while dodging. Yeah, I can. Yeah. Cool. Enemies for their offensive options. I mean, it's pretty simple. I think each enemy should only have one attack. Every few seconds. I can make an enemy manager for that so it makes sure that the enemies don't all attack at once too. Let me make that a note. Let me make that a note. That's kind of important. Enemy manager will dictate which enemies will attack and when to prevent all enemies attacking at once. Okay. One attack every few seconds. And then for their defensive options, we'll just say stronger enemies. I don't know. I don't want them to block. Maybe I'll come back to that.
Maybe just armor?
Armor. Stronger enemies have armor, and maybe the armor prevents them from being stunned.
Mm-hmm.
Hit stun until armor break. There we go. It's simple, but it gives them something. Okay, so here's where interesting stuff takes place. Obviously, it'd be really silly if you walk into a level and you're forced to change forms all the time in between combat arenas because you're running out of battery just walking, right?
Yeah.
I feel like an insane person the more I talk about this premise. So player's going to have a quote-unquote base form. It's basically their non-transformed appearance, right?
Yeah.
They're human. They're not special. Because of that, they're not going to be very effective until they transform into the other forms. Oh my god, I feel like an insane person.
Why? What about this makes you feel like an insane person?
Okay, so something I've always kind of wished would happen but never does in any superhero game is for you to be caught off guard in your like human form, and you just kind of have to survive until you can, transform or something like that.
Yeah.
The base form will have melee attacks, basically a shove. It does no damage, but it does push the enemies away, so that way you can stall.
Yeah.
Feels so insane.
The idea is to stall until you get your powers back, and then win immediately.
It also means that the wheel can give you bad luck if you land on a form that's already out of battery.
I see. I mean, that's the thing about spinning to win, and like especially a gambling spin, as opposed to
spin to lose.
Spinning to get. I mean, you could also guarantee that it always wins.
There is a way to do that, yes.
Which, like, obviously has its own implications of whether or not that would be fun, but like, in many ways, like, this is a game jam. It's not meant to be like play for hours and hours on hours. It's supposed to be like, and especially in the case of a hack and slash, like you're just trying to be like a big powerful warrior or whatever.
Yeah, for like 5 minutes of combat at a time.
Yeah. So like it's okay to guarantee a win, I think.
Here's what we'll do. Wheel mechanic.
I'm a wheel
while
boy.
Spinning the wheel.
Spin the wheel.
Game pauses until the result is revealed. The player will sorry. Ah!
Wow.
If the battery for the form is charged, the player will transform into the designated form. And then I'm going to put optional. If the battery is empty, the player will revert to base form until the next spin is available. So now comes the question, how do spins become available to the player? Because I don't want them to be able to just spam the wheel every 2 seconds or something like that.
Well, the obvious answer is after a kill, but that means that you would have to make the neutral element, or the neutral form, able to kill things.
Yeah.
And like at that rate, then it's like you have to make it. Not only do you have to make it able to kill things, but like it's going to be a little bit difficult until the player kills something.
What if we do a hybrid solution here where you get spin tokens on kill, but one coin, you get a coin that regenerates over time as well.
There you go. Yeah. That's a good idea.
Okay. Spin tokens are earned on kill, but also generate every, let's say, minute or two. I don't think the player will be starved for coins if we make it that long. But we can also play test it later.
That means you have to, if you are starved, then you have to delay. And that's part of the.
It's also a proper punishment for not being good at managing your battery. So
yeah.
Okay, this idea is coming together actually. Here's what I'm gonna do. One last note here. I screwed up. I'm going to put this on the design page. If we don't get to it, we don't get to it. But I would like to have a final boss.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of having... I spelled offensive wrong on one of the earlier sections. Offensive. Did I spell it wrong on the player side too? No, I spelled it right. Alright, cool. Okay, so the boss is gonna actually have maybe 3 attack patterns every few seconds. They will have armor that regenerates, so the player on armor break has some free reign to mess with the boss for a few seconds at a time.
I don't know why, but I'm really getting Crosscode vibes from this.
Honestly, Crosscode does have some of those design elements. So, yeah, just third-person Crosscode.
A cargo robo crab.
Yeah! Armor that breaks and regenerates upon armor break. The boss is... I don't want to say inactive. How about vulnerable? Vulnerable. And will not attack player until the armor regenerates. Worst case scenario, the boss fight can just be the game.
Yeah.
God, I'm getting too many ideas. Okay. Now we need to come up with forms. I like the idea of at least one form being ranged. I was gonna give an example, but I'm getting into niche references into Common Writer now.
That's okay.
I guess I could just note it for myself. I'm gonna call it Kuga Pegasus form because that helps me remember what it's supposed to be.
Well, nobody matters in this case except you.
Thankfully. So light attacks will be small rapid fire projectiles. Heavy attacks will be slow, large projectiles. And the AoE will be I should say special, that's what it really is. Special attacks will be maybe a grenade. Yeah, will be a thrown grenade. This means that the player will have to play keep away if they get in this form, rather than being an all-powerful range attacker, like in most hack and slash games.
The way that I play in Ruby.
Just spam the shoot button.
Play the best ranged character and spam the shoot button. It's that easy.
You know what? After using the Kuga Pegasus form, I think I'm just going to model this guy after Kuga. That's just a lot easier. Because Kuga also has Kuga Titan form, where he's slow and heavy, but he wields a big old sword and can tank attacks without getting hits done.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, there's so many cool ideas. Let me put a brief description of the form. Keep away form that specializes.
Have you thought about doing these game jams, but like instead of submitting a fully fledged game for them, continuing a past game, and like obviously you're not going to be a contender for like a winning thing or whatever.
Yeah.
But it would be something to
iterate on.
Old games that you really want to work on and have all these ideas for.
Yeah, I'm actually working on the Cafe des Armes and Ocean War projects in the background.
Yeah, but what I mean is like adding to them based off of the game jam that you're currently on. That way, instead of making a bunch of ideas that, like, you're still learning how to do these things, but they're unfinished projects, you're working on a finished project as you go.
And then instead of submitting it to the jam, just use it as an excuse to build on the game.
Yeah, I mean, you could probably still submit it to the jam. It just wouldn't be an eligible winner. So, like, you can say, "Hey, I was using this as an excuse to work on an old game. Here's some progress." I feel like that would be cool.
I could do that. I mean, it reminds me of a YouTube video I saw where a guy looked at the rules for 5 different game jams and built a game based on those rules and only submitted it to one.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was very interesting. Anyway, form designs. Titan form. Slow and heavy, but resistant to hit stun. Light attacks are small swings of a sword. Heavy attacks are large finisher swings. Special attack. I guess this one would have to be a spin to win. It's supposed to be an AoE of some kind. Oh, you know what? Stuns all enemies in a radius by stabbing sword and ground. That's a cool idea. Sets up further combos. Okay, so Fuga has base form, Mighty, Pegasus, Titan, Dragon form. Dragon form. Do I want to use Dragon form? I don't want to get too many forms in here. We'll just do Mighty, which is just use your fists in this balanced form. Yeah, it's just a balanced, like, kind of boxing type form. We'll go with that. So light attacks are a series of quick jabs and straights. Heavy attacks are wide hooks. And then special attack needs to be some form of AoE.
I know what the problem is.
Hmm.
I'm trying to download something while playing Helldivers.
That will stress your Steam Deck, yes.
Yeah, especially because Helldivers is on the SIM card, and the thing that I'm updating is also on an SD card. So like, you can only print from an SD card so fast.
That's for sure. Maybe I'll come back to the special attack for this one.
I just miss playing it.
It is a very fun game. Enemies with jabs. Heavy attacks, shove enemies away. No specials. There we go. All the forms are designed. Mechanically. Okay, we need to come up with some enemy types. I think for now, I'm just going to design the grunt.
Or, here's another alternative. Instead of making a different game for each game jam, you make the same game in it, but like you make the same kind of game, so that you still get practice on that specific kind of game. So like you're building, you have a looter shooter and a ship game, right? Those are the two main projects. So if every game jam, and if this will probably, I have a feeling this is going to turn into a main project too, which is why I bring this up. So like if you, for the next game jam that you do, make the same game again, but like in a different way, then you're still learning how to do things differently, but you're also making progress on polishing up that game. You can still build on some of the baseline work that you already have and put it into something else, something new.
Yeah, I think I'll do that for the next jam, because I saw some game jams that kind of fit really well with that kind of like development concept for my existing projects. So, and I think when I saw the email, I have the email here. I don't have to speculate.
Because my thing is that the way that I learn things is by finishing projects, and the way that you were going about it is not something, does not seem like it would be some way that I would be able to learn. And I know that's me. I know that's a me thing. But I'm wondering if that affects you in the same way.
I mean, the way I'm currently doing it helps me learn new things. Like I learned about making an inventory system for the looter shooter. For the boat game, I learned about unique aiming systems with multiple actors and weapons and stuff like that. And then with the Spooky Game Jam project, I learned how to do mouse to world interactions in Unreal. So I'm learning things, but I'm not finishing a lot of projects, I'll admit that much. Like, none of those games are going to ever be on Steam at the rate they're going. But yeah, I do like the idea of using game jams to expand on existing projects. You know what? Let's put designing the enemy types on the back burner for today. Let's at least refine this ability wheel drawing I got here. And then, if time allows, we'll maybe draw like a concept for the protagonist.
Just use your VTuber model.
Believe it or not, that is actually harder than you would think it is.
Oh, okay.
So
Right,
the short version,
model version or model types, right?
yeah, the short version is even with a special plugin designed to make my model compatible with Unreal, it doesn't make transferring animations to that model easy. Now, I can convert my model into a format that's compatible with Unreal, but then it loses all of the fancy shaders that make it look anime. So it's a little bit difficult
at that point. Instead of making your own model, you'd be making your own shaders.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I don't know enough about shaders to even begin learning it during a game jam. Yeah. I'd have to do some actual research on it, which I should do, because there's so many cool game mechanics you can come up with just cool shaders. Like Portal is 80% shaders tricking your brain when you're playing it.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's ways around it. I would just have to get kind of creative with it. There is also English. There are plugins for my 3D modeling software that help you create characters quickly, and rig them automatically too. So I could probably lean on that if I want to. I don't know what I'm going to do just yet. I just need a design to work with first.
Yeah.
Let's move the ability text to the points where we need it, so we have a concept to work with here. One on the top, and one on the bottom left, and one on the bottom. And unfortunately, because of how I painted these circles, I'm going to have to erase them and redraw them. Let's increase the size of my... That's not the size button. Is it Control F? Nope. I don't remember the controls on this software. That's okay, we can just drag the slider. There we go. What is happening? Oh. Grab this.
I know that this week is off limits because Game Jam. However, the Rift Breaker is on sale for the lowest price it's ever been. It's
what's on sale?
The Rift Breaker.
I'm not hearing the first word.
It's the Rift Breaker.
Is it on Steam?
Yeah. You and Joe played it, I think.
That's not Steam. You said Rift Breaker?
Yeah. One word.
You might have to link it to me. I think my audio's borked.
Un momento, por favor.
I'll work on the wheel in the meantime. So...
Whoops, that was close. Glad nothing bad happens to that.
That'll be Mighty. This will be Pegasus. And this Titan. I should edit those texts to reflect that, even though I'm pretty sure this will be obvious to me.
I had a mix for every time I said that.
Then Kuga Titan. Okay, we at least have a premise now. So,
If the clicky clacky noises of the keyboard get too annoying, let me know.
oh, they're not that bad. The Rift Breaker. Yeah, I think Joe pitched this game to me a few times.
I like the idea of it a lot, and it recently came out with a co-op mode, and it's on sale for the lowest price it's ever been. So I've been debating on getting it, but I mean, you know me, I can't just have a game that I can play because I'm not going to play it by myself.
Right.
So.
Oh, that's why I couldn't find it on Steam. I put Rift Breaker as 2 words. Oh wow, most of our friends own this game.
Yeah, the trick is getting them to play it with me. People may own the game, but like it's rare for me to get people to play games with me. Like you're one of the few consistent people that I can say, "Hey, do you want to play this game?" And then we end up playing it.
Yeah.
It's gotten to the point where, like, with Joe, I have like if he wants me to play a game I don't already have, I basically have to have him pay for it because like I can't afford to keep up with his games.
No, I getcha. I recently convinced him to play Ready or Not, and I've had him hooked on it for the past few weeks.
Yeah, you guys have been playing
He
that
actually,
for a month now or something like that.
Yeah, he actually like picked up the I forgot what version it's called, but it's the one that comes with all the DLC.
Yeah.
And the cool thing about Ready or Not is your friends don't have to own the DLC to play it with you. You just have to host the lobby.
Yeah.
And I didn't buy the DLC, so I just get to piggyback on him for those games.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think we got a decent concept that I can work on. I can use the weekend to get the base mechanics implemented, and then we can start working on the visuals during the work week and stuff. So I'm going to call the stream here. I know it's kind of short, but I just wanted to get a basic idea so I can work on it the rest of the game jam, and then use tonight to kind of get the excitement out of my system. So thanks to everyone who tuned in, whether you were just watching quietly or had it on in the background. Appreciate it regardless. Looking forward to working on this project. I will see you all the next scheduled stream. I forgot when I scheduled it. I'll have to find out before I wake up tomorrow morning. Have a good one.